was born beneath a hollow star, in a town where graves forgot who we are. No name carved, no lullaby, just the sound of earth as it whispered why. The midwife said I came too late. No mama's tears, no papa's fate. The crows were the first to know my face, and the devil smiled in that cursed place. I walked the road with no grave to find, no heaven waits, no peace of mind. Just blood in my boots, smoke in my lungs, and 1,000 curses on my tongue. I wasn't meant to live nor allowed to die, just born beneath a hollow star in the sky. I slept with ghosts under floorboard bones. They sang in hums and minor tones. Said, boy, you carry a buried sin that no church bell can never ring. And the preacher tried to mark my head, but his holy water turned black instead. He said, son, your soul's been pawned by something older than right or wrong. I walk the road with no grave to find, no cross, no stone, no finish line, just rusted chains and winds that scream, and the shattered pieces of someone's dream. I wasn't meant to live nor allowed to die, just born beneath a hollow star in the sky. A long, low bend on slide guitar, organ breathes like a funeral hymn. Faint child whisper, led, why was I born? Every mile leaves ash on my skin. Every night I hear them call again. The ones below, the ones I lost. Each step forward just adds to the cost. No woman's touch, no brother's hand, just shadows dancing in poison sand. And if I ever stop, if I kneel or sleep, they'll drag me down where the curses weep. I walk the road with no grave to find, a soul unclaimed, a twisted line, lightning above but no guiding spark, just the sound of blues in the howling dark. I wasn't meant to live nor allowed to die, just born beneath a hollow star in the sky. Babies cry, then silence, then slide guitar fades into wind. Born of dust, no past, no end, walk on. I was raised by the barrel, by the bite of steel, taught to pull that trigger for I knew how to feel. 17 and hollow, eyes black with rust, put my first man down, not for gold, just because I must. They say the devil walks, but I just ride, with whiskey for my blood and no soul to hide. No prayers to mumble, no dreams to keep, just a ghost in boots that forgot how to sleep. Oh, whiskey in the mark, it's all I ever own. One burns my chills the bone, born with fire and built on scars. I carry death like a badge under cursed stars. I don't ask why, I don't go far. I'm the road with no grave and a wound that won't scar. The bottle talks softer than any man could, and the gun speaks clearer than words ever should. I kiss no mother, hug no kin, just learn to draw fast and never let them in. I've seen men cry with their guts in their hands, begging God as they sink into the sand. But I got no gods, I got no shame, just one more night and a half-spelled name. Here, whiskey and the mob, the only truth I know. One burns like sin, one won't let go. A curse I wear like an old black coat that stinks of death, of blood and smoke. No heaven waits, no past to rewind, just a road with no grave and no peace to find. This is the price. Bends like something breaking. I once looked love in the eyes. She looked away. She saw the brand on my soul and wouldn't stay. A mark not inked, but born in bone, that tells the world this man dies alone. And I don't sleep, I don't dream, just haunt each mile like a wicked scream. So pour me another, keep it dark to drown the howl inside my heart. Aim whiskey and the mark, my only lullaby. I drink to forget, but remember why. Every breath is a borrowed spark from a man long dead, walking through the dark. No mercy left, no light to embark, just me and this curse and the whiskey and the malt. Ashes don't whisper, but I still hear her. She was light in a town built of dust and stone, the only thing I ever dared call home. Hair like copper in the dying sun, eyes that saw through what I'd become. We danced where even ghosts wouldn't stay. She held my hand, kept the dark at bay. But love, it paints a target bold, and someone came to watch it burn. When fire took her name, left nothing but smoke. No grave to kneel, no words I spoke. They wanted me broken, they took her flame. Now the wind just howls her cursed name. She was all I had, now I burn the same, since the fire took her name. They say the blaze was just bad luck, but lies leave ashes where truth gets stuck. I know the match was meant for me, but they chose her heart for their cruelty. She screamed once, then all went red. By the time I ran, she was already dead. Now every town I pass through glows with phantom flames only I know. The fire took her name, stole what was mine. Now I drink to remember and kill to rewind. But you can't kill a shadow, can't drown shame. When the devil laughs every time you blame, she was all I had. Now I burn the same, since the fire took her name. Her voice in the smoke, her touch in the flame. Some nights I see her in the drifting cold, whispers on the wind claw at my soul. I swore I'd find the hand that struck and bury it deep in brimstone muck. But even vengeance don't taste like peace, just feeds the fire that'll never cease. I don't live, I don't die, just roam with a heart that's smoke and skin like stone. Oh, the fire took her name, burned it in my chest, left me walking cursed, never to rest. No priest can cleanse, no rain can tame the storm that came when she lost her name. She was all I had, now I burn the same, since the fire took her name. Slow creak of chapel door, a crow calls in distance, dust falling from rafters. I walk through the valley with blood on my hands. No angels sang, just the groan of this land. The chapel stood like a dying prayer, cross half burned, no soul in the air. I came to kneel, to speak his name, but the Bible was soaked in someone else's shame. Dust on the pews, mold in the light, and every stained glass wept with blight.
There's dust in the chapel, no God in sight, just echoes of murder and pale moonlight. I searched for mercy, just found a flame, blood on the verses, guilt without a name. I was begging for peace, but it never came. Just dust in the chapel and fire in my veins.
Bled and tore, each one cried out like a forgotten war. Thou shalt not kill, but what if you must? When love dies first and all turns to rust. The preacher's chair was cracked and cold, his book left open, his story untold. No choir sang, no bell did ring, just wind through rafters like the devil's string. There's dust in the chapel and smoke in the light, no holy water, just whiskey at night. I asked the sky, I cursed the flame, but the silence answered, always the same. She's gone, he's gone, nothing remains, just dust in the chapel and fire in my veins. my mark where the altar stood, scratched in ash, carved deep in wood. Forgive me not, for I won't plead. God turned away when I started to bleed. Now I walk this road that never ends. No graves, no saints, no love to mend. Each mile of prayer that goes unheard, each breath a sermon too twisted for words. There's dust in the chapel, faith turned to rust. No heaven waits for the likes of us. I beg for light, but I belong tonight. A cursed disciple, lost from right. I tried to believe, but belief was in chains, just dust in the chapel and fire in my veins.
The soft screech of the vultures, a gun clicks. Wind howls over desert bones.
Boots worn thin on a dead man's land. Dust in my throat, blood on my hand. I ride with silence clawing my back. But I ain't alone, I feel their track. The law's got dogs, but worse are near. The ones I sent down still whisper here. Each shadow moves with a crooked smile. They've been waiting for me all the while. There's vultures over my trail, circling low. Feathers black as the dead I hold. Not just the badge, it's the ones I've slain. Their cold breath rides the desert rain. I can't outrun what I can't unchain. These vultures over my trail know my name. One man screamed, one didn't get the chance. Some big loud, some died in silence. But they all came back in different ways. In broken dreams and smoking hay. The marshal hunts with steel and lead. But the real chase comes from the dead. I see 'em in glass, I hear 'em in sleep. They walk beside me when the night gets deep. There's vultures over my trail, wings like blades. They know my sins, they watch the fade. 100 eyes in the storm behind. No cross ahead, no peace to find. Just cursor winds and a soul to flay. These vultures over my trail never stray. She stood beneath that crooked limb in a black lace veil with eyes gone dim. Her song rose slow like funeral smoke, each note a nail, each word she spoke. No one dared ask she came from, but chills ran cold when she begun. She sang of fate, she sang of flame, and every soul knew she knew your name.
She sang at the hanging tree with a voice like dirt and prophecy. Told her chains, told her pain, and the rope that waits in the pouring rain. I swear she sang that song for me. She sang at the hanging tree.
I came to town with blood on my back, running from ghosts lost in the track. But when I heard her haunting tone, I felt the gallows in my bones. She didn't blink, she didn't cry, just watched the sky like it might lie. Said, boy, the dead don't chase in vain, they follow breath, they drink your name.
She sang at the hanging tree with crows above and mud beneath. Each word she wailed cut through the air like she was born to curse and bear. And when she turned, she looked through me. She sang at the hanging tree. They say she vanished at first light, but I hear her song most every night when the wind curls round the cedar bark and the noose sways in the dark. Now I ride and ride, but I can't flee. I hear a voice behind each tree, and every time my fire gets low, I feel her humming in the glow. She sang at the hanging tree, not to warn but to decree that some men walk with no reprieve, no God, no grave, just dust and grief. And now her song won't set me free. She sang at the hanging tree.
I saw faces in the rippling tide, the ones I left, the ones who died. Their eyes were open, lips sewn shut, still whispering truths I tried to cut. I screamed her name, but it didn't rise. The river just hummed with a lullaby. lullabies, a song of guilt, a song of rust, the men who drown but don't return to dust. A Black River baptism, ain't no release, no holy light, no chance at peace. That current dragged, that current knew, it fed on lies I thought untrue. I thought I'd wash the blood from skin, but the stain just sank deeper in. With mud for blood and rusted chains. No matter how far I leave that shore, the river hums inside my core. So don't come looking to wash your shame. This ain't no place for a soul to reclaim. It don't save, it don't absolve, it just takes your name and lets it dissolve. In Black River baptism, a funeral lie, where sinners go when they're too tired to die. No angels sing, no dove descends, just a curse that flows and never ends. I knelt for mercy, but it pulled me in. Now I bleed black water from within. Just the river's face.
They fell one by one, too good for this land. Calloused hearts, but open hands. Tried to help me, tried to pray, but the good die slow when I'm in the way. I watched him go, I still wide, like they saw the devil kneeling at their side. No peace, no sleep in their final breath, just the ache of truth right before death. Saying saints die with their eyes open wide. They see what's coming, they see what I hide. Carry their names like loaded guns, each one a weight that can't be undone. No heaven waits where I've been roaming. the saints die with their eyes open. The preacher bled, trying to cleanse my soul. The sheriff cried like a 10-year-old. The girl I loved, she tried to stay. Now she haunts me in the light of day. I try to forget, but guilt don't sleep. It rides my spine and digs in deep. Every kindness I ever touched turned to ash, turned to dust. Yeah, the saints die with their eyes open wide. The truth cuts deeper than the blade I hide. They saw the man I tried to fight, but they died knowing I'm soaked and stained. I never wept, but now I'm broken. Kill saints die with the eyes open.
Whisper breath, even death don't want me. Held it shut on the bloody land. Laid myself down, whispered a prayer. But no God listened, just empty air. I lit the match with a shaking grin. Flames might burn off all my sin, but the fire coughed once, then died real slow, and the wind just laughed from down below. That's the coffin that wouldn't burn, where the smoke won't rise and the ashes turn. The dead man inside still breathes a curse, trapped in flesh that won't reverse. No grave to claim, no tomb to earn, just a coffin that wouldn't burn. I felt the flame kiss my broken skin. The pain turned numb, then turned back in. No light appeared, no shadows fled, just stench of hope already dead. They say some souls get lost too deep. Even reapers pass them in their sleep. Now I drag this shell through mud and smoke, half a whisper, half a joke. While That's the coffin that wouldn't burn, where lessons die but guilt returns. I dug the pit with trembling pride, but the earth refused to let me hide. No rest, no fire, just lessons learned in a coffin that wouldn't burn. So I walk this road with a smoky scent, the stink of fire that never went. Each town I pass, they feel the chill, like something crawled out that should lie still. I see the grave I dug back then, still empty now like it always been. Maybe death just turned away and cursed me here to rot and stay. That's the coffin that wouldn't burn, where the dead don't sleep and the damned return, where the flames go dark but never die, and silence screams in a hollow sky. I was meant to fall, not to return, but I woke in a coffin that wouldn't burn. I walk a road that don't turn round, no mile markers, no burial ground. Dust in my lungs, smoke in my hair. Ain't no one waiting, 'cause no one dares. I once had a name, it burned away. With every town I made betray. Now I sing blues to the bones below, a cursed confession in a broken flow. This is the road with no grave, no rest, where the wicked walk and bleed at best. No stone to fall, no cross to save, just dust and wind for the soul I gave. I howl through night like a dog enslaved, still walking the road with no grave. I met a priest, he turned to flee, said you smell like brimstone misery. I met a widow, she kissed my lips, then vanished like smoke through apocalypse. I don't eat much, I don't sleep right, I dream in blood and wake in night. Each town I play, I leave undone. Another hymn, another loaded gun. This is the road with no grave, no light, where forgiveness dies and wrong feels right. No hymns remain, no sins to shave, just blues I howl from the edge of a cave. I gave up heaven, I sold the brave, now I burn down the road ribs are strings, my lungs hold bars. I play the ghost that clap off beat and dance in shadows with broken feet. Sometimes I laugh, sometimes I cry, but mostly I sing 'cause I can't die. Each song's a wound I pour into flame. Each note I play screams out her name. This is the road with no grave, no peace, where the blues don't end, they just release. No ending page, no line to brave, just the howl of a soul the Lord won't save. I ain't man, I ain't beast, I ain't slave, I'm just a voice on the road with no grave.